especially given the fact that I wasn't given like the premise of the conversation. Like, I guess we're just winging it.
Yeah, I just wing it every time here on the Sound Powers podcast. Another episode with Jennifer Foisy today.
Oh, thank you.
How's it going?
Great. The sun is out today. We don't have to hide in our houses now.
Yeah, I love that you're doing it outside. It's awesome. I'm in my house still though.
My intention was to be in a tree, but I didn't get that far.
That would have been sick. Yeah, so you're a comedian too, like me. Do you miss doing stand up live?
Absolutely. I had a goal set at the beginning of the year that I wanted to do one new venue every month because I'm still just new and building. And obviously, with places being closed, that's not really possible for the time being, but you find alternatives. I called into a radio station and sang a song that I wrote about coronavirus.
That's awesome. Did you get played on the radio?
Yeah, so Heartbeat Radio has this thing called The Machine. You call in and leave a message on their voicemail. They might play it, they might not, but they started the segment talking about my song, talked about it in the middle of the segment, and then played sections of it at the end because it was too long to play the whole thing.
That's awesome, though. That's sick. Is it the one that you sent me? Is that the one where you're on the toilet?
The Corona rap. You should make some ukulele to go with that.
Yeah, that'd be sick. I might do that.
Do a collaboration. Can you beatbox at all?
Yeah. I can beatbox a little bit.
There we go. No gas, no grass.
How long have you been doing stand-up for?
Originally, I got on the stage for the first time back in 2015, but I only did it a little bit then, and then really it was 2018 that I started regularly going and getting on stage. Always the same stage at the Starving Artist in Brantford, and then just kind of started branching out in the last year, and that's been fun. It's been an adventure.
That's awesome. And yeah, like you were even hosting your own show you put me on. That was pretty sweet. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, I've done a couple different shows. I was running a show at Manny's place, and unfortunately that just wasn't getting a good turnout. So changed it up, tried a Thursday night instead. We had a great turnout for that show, but I think the venue ultimately was not going to be good for an ongoing show.
Yeah,
The size of it.
It was interesting. I've never this is the one and only time I've done a show at a shawarma place before.
And probably the last.
Yeah. So I asked this to everybody, so I figured I'll ask you. What are your thoughts on ghosts? Do you believe in ghosts?
Yes.
Can I ask why?
In fact, I was out for a drive last week, and like, it's not so much ghostly presence, but the presence of people's spirits that you can feel around you. And I knew that my friend Rob was in the car. I used to be in a band, and like, we would go for drives and he'd be jamming in the back seat, and I went for this long drive, and I knew that he was there.
Wow. That's awesome. Do you watch the Joe Rogan podcast at all?
I don't watch any podcasts. My life consists of working out, eating, and sleeping right now. Like, awesome. On a good day, I have time to climb a tree.
Mm-hmm. So like on that podcast, he was talking with Elon Musk recently, and Elon was talking about how he's working on like a chip that'll go inside your brain, right? Would you get one of those, do you think?
What is the purpose of this brain chip?
So like I think at the beginning it's just gonna like fix problems, like if you're blind it'll make you see, if you're paraplegic it can make you walk, if you have Alzheimer's it cures that, but then like eventually you'll just like completely interface, I think, and it'll be like Kind of just like having a phone in your head or something, a computer that you can instantly access.
That's insane. I very much believe in past lives and the purpose of human suffering, and think that, like, sure, it'd be great if we could fix all the world's problems, but your problems are probably there for a reason. They're there to
Hmm.
teach you something, and so that you can gain something from that experience to take forward into the next life with you. So definitely not something I would be doing.
Yeah. What about if like they took your brain and put it in a robot body? Would you do that?
So we're now on to the, like, have you seen the series Upload on Prime?
No.
Okay, well, there's a show that basically has this premise that your consciousness is uploaded to an avatar before you die, so that you can continue to live. So I feel like that's the same idea. Or like, what's that movie with Bruce Willis?
I don't know.
He's in that movie too. There's another one though where they, like, the people are at home in their houses just attached to this machine, and they're in this avatar world. So no, no, absolutely not.
I think I would do that.
We're on different planes of existence.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah, yeah. So like what other kind of what other stuff are you into besides comedy?
uh, hippy dippy stuff, thrifting, nature,
Hmm.
climbing trees, cats. My existence is simple. Give me a tree and a cat, I'm good to go.
You have a YouTube channel, right, where you post stuff?
I do actually. That's another thing. I write songs
Hmm.
and sing them, and no musical instruments. So that's the next step. I've actually been making good use of this time in quarantine, although basically not a lot has changed. I just can't go hang out with people, which used to take up a whole bunch of my time. And now I'm like, I have time to myself to get stuff done. So just improving my body and my mind, the first step. I've established a good workout routine now. So the next step is to start learning the ukulele.
Yeah, I love the ukulele. Do you have one already?
I do. I've had
Nice.
it actually for 2 years and not started even trying to learn it yet. So I
It's
bought an
so
instrument
easy.
for that.
What is your YouTube channel? I'll link it in the description too for anyone to click on, but
To be honest, I'm not sure. Give me a second. Let's see. Can I leave the call window but still be in the call?
I think so. Let's try it. Let's see what
I
happens.
can still hear you. I just can't see you.
Okay, yeah,
So
it's cool. Your screen's just frozen. Um, if you had one superpower, what would you pick for your power?
um I don't know, like ultra grip.
That'd be
Having the
pretty
knowledge
cool.
that I'm never gonna fall out of a tree would be a great thing.
Mhm. Here, one sec. I'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
All right, I'm back.
Where is the physical chat option? I know that's in here. It's probably easier if I just send it to you in chat. There we go.
Okay, I'm still figuring out how all this works. I'll find it later. I'll put it in the description. We'll figure it all out. Um,
Uh,
so why do you want ultra grip? Just so that you don't fall out of a tree? Is that what you're saying?
that's exactly right. Like I honestly am obsessed with climbing trees. I'll go for nature walks and be like, oh, that's a climbing tree. And I don't just acknowledge the fact that it's a climbing tree. I'm up in the tree as soon as I realize that I can climb it.
That's awesome. Um, okay, yeah, you're back. You're back at the video. Man, I never climbed trees. I love that you're a tree climber. That seems so much fun.
I feel like it's something that people have gotten away from. We're all just distracted by technology. And so even something as simple as walking in nature really just becomes a photo op now, that we all have our cell phones on us while we're doing that. We're probably distracted while we're doing it. You've got something on your cell phone, music playing. It's great. Music and nature go together really well, but just being present in that situation is a really big thing for me. And so be in the trees, meditate.
I love it. Yeah. I gotta try like meditating more too. I've only really like meditated or tried to do it a couple times in my life, but I did enjoy it. Do you meditate a lot?
I don't actually. It's something that I'm starting to do more of, and I think that's just kind of coming naturally with the healthy routines that I'm getting into. Like, I've been doing yoga with the workout that I've been doing, and that's just like, it's this silly Wii game. Like, everybody liked the Wii at first, and then we moved on to other systems, but it really has a lot to offer. There's this game called Exerbeat, and it's got dance aerobics, yoga, karate, kickboxing, like just a good mix of different activities that you can do. And I think that the doing the yoga and slowing down naturally through that has prompted me to start meditating. Like, I didn't even do it consciously. The other night I just like had smoked a joint with my mom and went upstairs for something, just ended up sitting down on the kitchen floor and meditating for 20 minutes. Just cause, like, oh, I can do this, so I will.
That's awesome. I don't know if it counts as meditating if you're super high, but
I think it still counts. Like, I like made the effort. I'm like, oh, yeah, my body just wants to do this right now. So I sat down on the kitchen floor and I meditated.
that's great. What kind of stuff do you watch on YouTube? Do you watch YouTube videos at all?
I don't watch a lot of media whatsoever.
That's good.
I'm very detached from the world. The exposure that I get on a regular basis to media is probably Trevor Noah. That I'll get my daily update through Trevor Noah, and then I'm good. I have even stopped watching anything to fall asleep to
Hmm.
because I find that it's not very restful. So I've been listening to binaural beats,
What's that?
just natural vibrations. So there's a lot of binaural beats in classical music, but then also just like nature sounds, and it's the frequency of the hum that you're listening to that determines what type of practice the binaural beats are going to help you with. So there's binaural beats for sleep, there's binaural beats for relaxation, for studying, for meditation, for lucid dreaming. I haven't found a good one for lucid dreaming yet, but I'm looking forward to that. I think that would be interesting.
Yeah, dreams are crazy. I always have like the craziest dreams. I've tried to lucid dream, but I've never really had that much success with it. Have you done it before?
No, I just happened to notice last night when I was selecting the beats to fall asleep to that that was one of the options. So I'm thinking I need to find a good like 9-hour binaural beat on YouTube that is for lucid dreaming and just have at her.
Yeah, yeah.
See what the night brings. Maybe do some shrooms beforehand.
Yeah, yeah. Do you have any crazy mushroom stories you want to share or no?
Um, my mushroom experiences have been really tame. I have done shrooms twice that I was alert for. The first time I ever did shrooms, I just ended up falling asleep and feeling ill afterwards because I had put a bunch of crap in my body too, which will not go well with shrooms. I found that after being plant based and doing shrooms and fasting beforehand, it's a much calmer experience. Basically, I just love the grass when I'm on shrooms. Yeah,
That's
so
awesome.
I'll be like laying in the grass saying that it's talking to me, just silly things like that.
Hmm. Uh, Oh, I had a question there. I forgot. Oh yeah. What are your thoughts on aliens? Do you think that aliens have visited Earth or anything like that?
I think they more than likely have. I think probably, I don't know. I feel like technology is very alien. I'm very naturalist. Like, this for me is a facet of the reality that I live in, like being on a Zoom call and like, all right, well, this is how you get things done in the modern day. Kind of have to go with it. But
Hmm.
if I had my preference, I would be like out in the woods and interacting with people one on one. Obviously, we can't do that right now. So I don't know. I think maybe all of this technology that we have that's keeping us apart is alien. It's foreign. It definitely doesn't feel like it came from humans. It feels like it came from elsewhere.
Oh, really? So you think that technology is like from aliens completely?
I think there's a lot of media that goes along with that too, that all of our technological advancements have come from the interactions that we've had with other species, so to speak.
Hmm. That'd be interesting. That's crazy. Um, but like we don't really interact with any other species, like even here on Earth, right? Like you can't try to teach technology to a dog or give your tech. So like, you know what I mean? There's like that barrier where it's like if there was like a species way smarter than us, wouldn't it be like that same kind of thing? Like why would they even want to help us?
Is it help? So my perception would be
Hmm.
to the opposite of that. That I don't necessarily think that all of this is helping. That the advancements that we've made um, are really just setbacks as far as planetary concerns. We perceive, like, I think as a mass, the population probably sees technology as a step forward, but ultimately the resources that we have, this is going to sound nuts. So um, even like medical advancements for me, it's foreign. It doesn't feel like we're respecting the planet. It just seems like a way to destroy it. And what if the benefit to another civilization, another race of humans living in space or aliens or whatever we want to refer them to, is really just providing us with these tools to destroy ourselves?
Then what would they want with like a destroyed planet? Like if we destroy the environment or whatever, is that planet really useful to anyone after that?
You peacefully avoid war. It's like we're not going to interact directly. We'll just watch them self-destruct, and here now they cannot come take over.
Hmm, right. And then maybe they can mine the planet for all the resources or whatever,
Right,
possibly.
exactly.
Mm-hmm. Hmm, interesting. Um, do you have any like any other drugs that you want to talk about besides mushrooms? Like have you ever done acid or anything?
Dropped acid once. I was in Toronto and went clubbing, and really all I remember is just dancing all night and then wearing somebody else's shoes to walk back to the hotel because her feet hurt and she was in these gross heels. And now I'm realizing, I'm like, oh God, that was disgusting. Her feet were in those shoes dancing all night.
You guys traded shoes at the end of the night?
Yeah, because
That's
I was
hilarious.
wearing sensible shoes and she was wearing high heels. So here you go. You can walk back and not have sore feet.
Um, what's your goal like with comedy? Like, where do you like, where would you like to be in 5 years with comedy?
um, so part of quarantine, I joined a sketch comedy group,
Hmm.
and I think ultimately seeing that take off and become something that is out in the world would be amazing. thing probably just, no, I'm gonna aim big or go home. I want my Netflix special to happen within the next 5 years. That would be ideal.
Yeah.
Pretty much every set that I have done, and from the first time when I got back into comedy, it was, I came here tonight ready for my Netflix special, but I guess they missed the memo. And they went up the street because it just so happened, and I didn't know this before I went there, and I wrote this joke like right before going there, that Netflix was filming up the street from where I was performing that night. I'm like, oh, well, that kind of works.
That's awesome. That's the dream, right? I would love a Netflix special. That'd be crazy. You could still like just post your stuff on YouTube, right? Like Andrew Schultz. Do you know who that is? Hello?
The name familiar.
You're cutting out a little bit. You still there?
Oh, am I interested?
I can't understand you.
Better?
Okay, I think you're
That's
back.
because my internet's being shitty.
Oh yeah.
Okay. The name sounds familiar.
Yeah, he's like a comedian that he tried to like get on all those places and nobody wanted him, and then now he's just blowing up on YouTube hardcore. He just started posting his stuff on YouTube and blew up that way.
Well, then I guess that's got to be my next endeavor.
Yeah, maybe. What
I don't
question?
have,
Go ahead.
I don't have any comedy stuff posted on YouTube right now, with the exception of the Corona app, actually. So I really need to start doing recordings of my sets and just get them out that way. That's
Yeah, you
about
should for
the
sure.
only way we're gonna get any new exposure nowadays.
Yeah, exactly, for sure. Excuse me. What question do you think I should ask future people I have on the podcast?
Wow, I really should never host a podcast. I'm like, I have no questions, sir. What's one thing you think that you shouldn't, well, this only works if you're a female. So my running joke has to do with things you shouldn't stick in your vagina. So maybe ask people about that. If they're male, what shouldn't you stick your penis into? If they're female, what shouldn't you stick in your vagina? Just because I need some reference material.
Right. Okay, so I would say you shouldn't stick your penis into a baked potato.
That's a great idea. Yeah, don't ever do that.
Do you have an
Also,
example? Yeah, go ahead.
You shouldn't stick a baked potato into your vagina.
Yeah, it works both ways. Yeah.
Or a raw potato, for that matter.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a raw potato is probably a little better than a baked potato.
I mean, at least it's going to keep its shape.
Yeah.
Still just feel like potatoes, tomatoes, vegetables of any sort should not be going anywhere near those parts of you.
What about a carrot? Don't girls use carrots?
There may be a video in this later. No, carrots, cucumbers, bananas. I know they're the right shape. Structurally, yeah, okay, I can understand. If you freeze the banana, it will hold its form better. Now it sounds like I'm giving pointers. Don't do that.
That's amazing.
It was actually the first bit that we did for the sketch comedy group that I'm in. It's called Late for the Party. I did a public service announcement as to why you should not stick bananas in your vagina. And then another guy in the group posted a response video of him dressed in a giant banana suit being outraged.
That's amazing. I love it. I gotta I gotta see that. What's your sketch comedy group? Is it on Facebook or?
There's an Instagram page. I don't know if the leader of our pack has changed the name on the Instagram page yet, but I will find that and I will send it to you.
Awesome. Sounds good. Cool beans. Um, what do you think about the whole gun ban thing that Trudeau did? What are your thoughts on that?
Yay, gun bans.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to kill somebody with a semi-automatic rifle than it is to kill somebody with a knife
Mhm. True.
or a lesser weapon. So
Yeah, like a
I think
pistol or
it's
something.
definitely a positive move forward. If only society would make these decisions for themselves instead of having to be forced into it. But
Mhm. What do you think about stuff like reopening? Like the golf course is just reopened. So it's like looks like we're moving into everything being open again. What do you think about that? Think it's too
I
soon
think
or?
if we can make like Switzerland and just wear masks and wash our hands like we're supposed to, then everything should be all right. If the world can just learn to behave itself, but that seems to be a big problem. Like there's all this upset, and you see people post about, why do I have to wear a mask in Costco? Like I can't breathe in it. It's like, well, they're not telling you have to wear an N95 mask, which yes, it's more difficult to breathe in an N95 mask, but they are telling you to keep your fucking pie hole covered.
Mhm.
So it's not that hard. Just do it because it's going to make it safer for everyone.
Mhm.
You're really just complaining for no reason. And if it's that hard for you to breathe with just a basic, simple mask over your face, then you probably shouldn't be going out in public anyway.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Totally. Mhm. Is there any questions you want to ask me?
What have you been doing to stay relevant? Just the podcast, or is there other stuff that you're doing to try and keep the comedy going while we're in quarantine?
Yeah, so basically, I started like just posting stuff on YouTube just as like storage mostly, and then I found this bot named Tom that just like comments on tons of videos, and then that like inspired me to like actually start like grinding more. So I was posting like uh ukulele videos, right, on YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like I wasn't getting enough watch time to like actually ever get monetized through that. So I figured like I'd start a podcast because then it's like you can talk for an hour and then if people want they can listen for that whole hour, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I've just been doing like tons of these like crazy and it's like yeah, I'm not really like into like the whole like Zoom shows. Have you ever done one of those?
One of the Zoom comedy shows? No, I wanted to get on one, and then timing just doesn't work out because I am still working.
Mhm. You think you'd like that? Like for me it's like it just seems like weird. It's like not the same as comedy, you know what I mean?
Well, it's definitely going to be more challenging. I guess that, it depends how many people you get logging in, whether or not the integrity of the video is working properly, too, is a big thing, because if you're staggering, people can be laughing at a joke and you have no idea what's going on, and trying to deliver material that gets cut off halfway because of poor connection.
Mhm.
I think
Totally.
just the technological difficulties would probably make me shy away from it because, well, how do you know when to pause for laughter?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's yeah, it's just so much different. It's crazy. Well, this has been good. I think we can call it. Uh, is there any shout outs you want to make or anything?
I got none. Basic, simple. Hello, trees.
Hello, trees. Go plant a tree, everybody. Thank you so much for doing this, Jennifer. Appreciate you. Everybody
Thank
go
you.
subscribe.
This has been awesome. Yeah, everybody subscribe. I'll share this out and get some more viewers for you. So thanks for having me.
Yeah, you're welcome, and thank you. It'll be great, and I hope you at least get a couple of subscribers from doing this, so it wasn't a waste of your time.
For sure. Well, thank you, and have a great day. Get some sun.
I will. Will do. Awesome.
All right. Take care.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.